Alright, I think we're getting started here. Let me get some music on. I know it's a little subtle. Hopefully... No, that's not music. Maybe I'll play that one a little later. Let's go to some peaceful music for now. There we go, music selection has been confirmed. So, welcome to ChaoticCalling Streaming, where we play D&D, and I am now starting to do variety streams, which you probably paid no attention to. Who knows? First off, I'd like to thank my players who've been playing this campaign for well over a year and a half. I think it was since April of 2018 we started this campaign, and we made it this far. So, joining me tonight, we have Freya, the Dragonborn Druid, Circle of the Moon.
Hi, guys.
And we have Yelvin, the Human War Priest of Ironforge.
Hello.
And then Ragnar is MIA, but, you know, we'll get to that. With Advantage is a campaign that we are soon will be teaming up with Forgebreaker as they host a slew of one-shots to fund awareness for Alzheimer's Association. The event will take place November 4th through the 8th, 4 p.m. to 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you tune in on twitch.tv/Forgebreaker or stay tuned here on November 7th at 10 p.m. where I'll be hosting a one-shot, and you'll get to see some of the playtesting here, hopefully later on after we get done with our narrative ending. But without further ado, let's get into it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't sound so damn Freya. So,
I'm sorry.
Freya and Ragnar continue to raise baby Draxon in their lovely home in Shandora. The span to this mansion area that they have acquired using the gold they made on the adventures was sufficient enough to house even Yelvin in the backyard. Draxon manages to grow up in the house, and though he could be a handful, manages to hang on to the teachings of Bahamut provided by his father, Ragnar. 3 years after Draxon's birth, he's met with the new egg being birthed, a female baby dragonborn whose name is Marina. She grows to be a white-scaled dragonborn who takes to her mother's teaching and perhaps one day will become a druid of the moon. The young dragonborns manage to take up... Why did I write that? Okay, so they managed to take up their teachings with Draxon, with Sir Jonas, and Marina with Moostruck. And apparently I asked, why Moostruck? But he is a Circle of the Moon who is very high level. At any rate, Freya spends the next 5 years running her business to sustain any extra expenses and manages to keep the Grab and Smash company afloat with Shisei's help. The arena manages to become a sports staple in Shandora, and similar arenas branches in other cities that start popping up. Ragnar and Yelvin continue to support as shield buddies in the arena. They have a 2-year tenure where they claim to be the top tag team for that time and before losing the titles, but willingly to pursue other functions. Does that sit well with you, Yelvin?
Yeah, so it's pretty well.
Meanwhile, Maxwell, the leader of the bandit that the gang had joined them, winds up taking over as champion in year 3. Leroy and Jim finally form their tag team, the Flying Uchis, and secure tag team championship also in year 3. Yelvin, under the supervision and leadership of Shisei, manages to grow into a fighter in the fight pit, as you and your tag team partner Ragnar managed to bring many wins under your belts. With his newfound fame and small fortune, he finally proposes to Shisei? Question mark, I'm asking you?
Yes. Yes.
Who reluctantly said, I guess. And the newlyweds shortly become pregnant with a baby boy, which you get to name. You can think about that for a minute, Yelvin. And you eventually have to move out of the treehouse and into a proper villa just south of the leather shop that Freya owns. the pair still visit Masho Mito to enjoy their favorite tea and snacks to this day. Sound good? Anything I'm missing? Yeah,
Can't think of right now.
Yeah, this.
Okay,
Sounds
trying
good
to
to
think.
me.
What's up? What'd you say, Lex?
Said it sounds good to me.
Cute. So, Leon is wounded in a mishap during an investigation in Smathonica. The one known as Bar was found, but not in the state that he had hoped. His mission from the shadows was to find the lost halfling and bring him to the shadows to face judgment. However, a mind devourer was discovered as Leon investigates with magical means. After slaying the 4 mind-controlled beings in the town, bringing ease to Smathonica, but also wounded, Pyra manages to take care of him and nurse him back to health. The bodies are retrieved, and a missive is put out to the Shadow Guild to ask if they wanted to resurrect or prefer means to speak with the dead to learn what happened. A Speak with Dead service was held, and there they asked the dead that lied there what happened. So that was a story branch we would have gotten into, but we never got there, but this is the results. Details of Smathonica incident continue as follow. The blue rock that Gideon had found was part of a crash-landed ship that hollowed out part of the mine. The metallic vessel was soon sought out by Professor Smithersmon to help him research his airship plans. The discovery allowed him to speed up his research by 3 years. Or by year 3, sorry. He is able to create a ship capable of speed to be used in transit. By year 5, cargo transit and mass transportation was provided by said ships created by Smithersmon. So, going forward, once we start a new campaign, airships are going to be a thing. After Leon heals up, he finally realized he could be cut off clearly from this world, just as Bar and the other shadows that fell. He then commits his life to Pyra as her husband, and the pair return to Shandor to inform their friends of the event. Leon reluctantly asks the Elven to be the priest, and not to make it weird, or he would use Charm Person and fix it himself.
And he tried his best.
Yes, well, I would have you roll a performance, but we're beyond that now. The wedding was huge, as Pyra invited her mother, and she brought a lot of friends and family from her side to Shandor to share in her daughter's successful capture of a man. Sounds about right. After that wedding, Bexy caught the bouquet. She then stared over at the poor unknowing visitor who walked over and asked her if she was going to eat those and if she would share, at which point Bexy mistook it as a proposal and had it set in her mind that they were wed. Eventually, Freya and the others had to sit Visor down and explain to him that he needs to marry Bexy because 1, only kobold that he can be with is Bexy. 2, he had made a promise to her even though he wasn't aware of it. 3, if he hurts Bexy's feelings, all hell would be paid. Eventually, Visor just gives up and agrees to be with Bexy. I guess it's okay. We'll go ahead and do this thing and see how it works out. We're still kicking skulls on Wednesday, right? But of course. Yeah, so that problem's been resolved. And then the camera kind of fades out, and we see Gideon, who continues his quest to find Bar. But he never knew where to look. Eventually, he wound up in Pearl Lands and hopped a ship going to Perythia. There he started to traverse the lands with Pax, Giggles, and a bear cub that was slowly but surely growing larger as he got older. The group manages to explore some of the jungles of Perythia, discovering a tribe of barbarians that Gideon gladly took on in competition. Being quite successful, Gideon and his pets find a place in the barbarians' tribe. But back in Blackmoor, we come into Ragnar Savage. Oh yeah, continues to run the arena in Blackmoor. Though a keen competitor, he was also a keen seller. And being a good seller of his trade, he managed over many events that exploded and also helped promote other arenas, with Shandora being one of the base arenas where he brought his business. There would be a Kingdom Championship bouts had, and every arena in the kingdom would send their champions to try and win the title that was created by Ragnar Savage. This title shared a home in Shandor for many years before being sent to Pearl Lance and then off to Blackmoor whence it came. The Furball visitor that was currently visiting with our friends here from the Ethereal Bleed was never able to recall his memories. Time never helped return, and he was left a blank slate. Unsure what to do from that point on, he offered help to Freya and Ragnar with any house chores if they would provide him a place to stay. He also needed a name. Freya started calling him Jasper, and Jasper took up a butler-like persona for this group. And then we have one more final scene to go over, so let me see if I have any. And then we fade to Tymor Kingdom, where a blue dragonborn known as Nikon who helped usurp Tiamat's cultists and helped grab and smash the group in question. He was captured. He was tortured for information and kept under lock and key. Hold on, I gotta adjust my tongue. He was kept under lock and key as the benevolent Riviera, whose clone was revived shortly after some time from her previous death. She wanted to exact her revenge, but it would take her years to orchestrate the biggest, the baddest, the evilest of plans to kill her sister. Yeah. What do you think?
And Yelvin's first son is Richi, otherwise known as in Japanese First Advantage.
Yelvin's, how do you spell that?
Yeah, I put it in chat.
Oh, right.
I still have the Meteor Swarm scroll.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Let the bitch try.
Yeah, okay. Yelvin's son name is Richi. Alright, that's interesting. I got that in my notes now. First advantage, okay. Meteor Swarm still held by Freya. So yeah, yep. You guys achieved your happy ending. You managed to play through the story, get to where you're at. Now I open up the floor to questions about the campaign. Is there a road we could have took? Or was there something that I planned? Or was there something that we missed? Like, this is your chance to ask me questions about the campaign that you may have wondered, what if I did something different, or if what I would have done. So tell me.
So why was Nikon captured and tortured again?
Undercover gets him in trouble every time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he wasn't able to.
Who tortured him?
Riviera. Apparently, there's some kind of organization that she started putting together after your immediate killing her. She learns you have numbers, and she got more information out of Nikon, who she discovered was part of that.
Reminds me of the song "The Bitch Came Back."
The very next day. I don't think that was a bitch in that song, though.
So yeah, there was.
Oh, was it? Didn't hear that rendition.
I want to know. I want to know about our Lich friend.
Alright, what do you want to know?
Was he ever going to swing by and get the damn scroll, or no?
Well, here's the thing about Liches. Concept of time. He probably, like, if it would have came up story-wise for me to see it convenient for him to pop up, I would have. But Liches have no concept of time. Like, they live however long they want. And because of that, he probably forgot about it. And That's where he stands on that. Hello, chat.
Oh dang! I could have sold it. Shit.
Well, yeah, you could have.
Or you could have gave it to the Arcana, so then they would be able to learn it.
I mean, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather remain stinking rich, you know.
Let's see,
Well,
Elverina.
they'd still be able to get it.
And point at Yevon, being like,
You know what, though? There was some other things that I could probably rehash on. Elverina, who you realize was, what was it? She was, occupied, so to
Mage.
speak, with the mages because she did a bad. She was absolved, but she had to pay a high penalty to resurrect the ones that she accidentally killed. And it, like, a month later, the green light that plagued the sunset is no more.
Oh wow!
ah.
Though I think we'll find out more of why when we join Monday's campaign.
I know.
Because we got a
Not
new
to say what-
we got a new buddy over there. I think
Yep.
she found a new friend. So yeah,
No.
we'll keep
No,
that.
no,
Yeah.
she didn't.
I won't go into what Minerva's up to, but yeah, she's over there chit chatting with people in Monday's campaign right now. Hello, Stony. Let's see, what else do we have to resolve? Yeah, you got any more questions? I like this.
I want to know Ragnar's backstory.
He. Do I tell you, or should I ask him?
I mean, the campaign's over, so
Yeah,
he ain't
it's
got no
over.
say in it.
Yeah, I
Tell
guess
me.
so. Let's see what we got here. So, I'm not going to read it all, but apparently when he was in the military in Dragon Spine, he led a group, right? And
Right.
he had orders, if I'm remembering this correctly. I got his thing here, but I don't want to read through it all. But he had his orders to retreat. And he's like, no, if we push this, we should be able to win. And it caused several casualties for the group that he was leading. In retrospect, caused him to realize that was a mistake on his part and caused him to fall into a decline of self-confidence.
Okay.
Seeing an opportunity to flank the enemy and take them by surprise, turning battle into their favor, he was ordered to not go for it. But in order to save the lives of his clan, he'd seen no other option, and so went against orders, yeah. Just as they began engaging the enemy forces, an orc regime was waiting for them, yeah, and then pretty much, countered him. So yeah, that's pretty much where he had his moments when he was, like, reminiscing on the past that kept bringing him down. That's where that came from. Yeah.
Alright. Because
Oh.
I've been dying to know, and I couldn't let him, like,
he's
so
got
tight-lipped.
he's got some nice notes here. He says Freya blew BLEW in caps 100 platinum on a temple that was not Bahamut because she was impatient and didn't want her loving husband or dear friend Yelvin to cure her. Oh god.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are in agreement to that.
We just need to erase that. Yeah, we just need to erase
No,
that.
no,
That's
gonna be
no,
the
that's
first thing you bring up.
Don't worry, it's on stream. It's screen captured somewhere. Anyway.
They didn't say shit.
Alright. Alright, we'll keep the questions coming. You got any questions? And if chat followed our story at all, you're more than welcome to ask questions too. But
So, another question.
Alright.
Do they get to hear the green one's voice after a little bit?
The green one, who are we talking?
Gesh. My side.
Oh, your sight. Well, because you're not constantly going into battle anymore. I don't know, like, Gesh might be present whenever you take up arms and go into battle, but whenever you're not, he's able to rest in peace.
Okay.
So it's not something he's going to do on a fly unless something happens. Now, there might be a one-shot that comes up in the near future where we take on Riviera and her armies, and the scythe comes into question. Who knows? We'll figure it out. I mean, that's an interesting...
Scythe will definitely come into question because I'm using that shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of leaving it up to a one shot later on, just because if main reason we have to close the campaign is because your beloved husband has to go overseas to do his duty, which is what, 6 months? You told me.
6 months, yes.
Well, it's not as bad as it sounds, but at the same time, like, if he does come back after that and he's like, I want to play my old character, I can say, alright, give me a little bit, I'll set up a one shot, and we'll go for it, get you guys back in your groove. I mean, it'd be a one shot, that way you're not dedicated to come in every week like we have to on the others, but, good way to visit the past. Any other questions?
Delvin, do you have any questions?
Yes, besides the one boy, is there more in the future?
The answer is pink. Wait, what?
Pink? Yay!
I was going to give you her favorite color.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
that's entirely up to you. Like, this is...
Yeah.
Like, the ending was, like, the next 5 years at tops. So, like, anywhere between years, down the line. Like, after year 1, you guys got pregnant and had the son. And then, yeah, you could probably have a daughter later on. I didn't get too much into it because I didn't have you to talk to beforehand. But just to give you that ending that happened right there at the end. For what we had.
And possible.
What about Floof?
Oh, Floof became fat and continued to eat off the wealth of you and yours.
Okay, so she
I'm trying to
remains
think.
my big little baby. Got it.
Yeah, and Floof is starting to age by year 5.
Okay.
So you could definitely see her walking around a lot slower. But, just, I don't want to go too far into it, but eventually Pet's life has to come to an end, right?
Why are you making faces at me, Stony?
Alright, so any other questions? Anything?
Go ahead, Yelvin, I'm thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, a business with Shishe of like some type of like Japanese kimono store possible in the storyline with her or no?
Well, Shishe has a job. And you technically have a calling already. Like, Shishe keeps Smash and Grab running, and she makes sure profits come in. So she's taken care of on that front. Whether you do something separate on your own is up to you. But, if you're...
I got... was it a possibility to ever go back to her homeland to try to make amends or try to...
Well,
I knew that she was...
Yeah, you didn't explore all of her backstory. And part of that was because she's very tight-lipped.
Okay.
But on top of that, like, she left her homeland by choice. It wasn't something she did out of regret. Like, she regret the fact that she had to kill Milo. And she was ready to jump on the bandwagon to revive him if that was a thing that she could do. Before, it was never a possibility. But now she's found wealth, but at the same time, she can't... Like, true resurrection is probably the only way she would get Milo back, and it's already been too far, too long, and she kind of felt like that was getting more and more out of her reach, especially the more and more she was falling in love with Yelvin.
Okay.
That adorable goof. Just can't get over him. But yeah, that's where that landed.
Okay.
What else? Anything else?
I feel like Freya would have also, like, after year 5, she would have went to join her people to gain more of their teachings.
Yeah, and you've been wanting to also train your daughter, who would be about 3 years, 3 years, or 2 or 3, somewhere around there. But, Dragonborns age a little differently than man. And, you would...
whenever they hit 6 years, they're fully grown.
So you'd want to cultivate her into her calling and keep the husband from... But I'm pretty sure Ragnar is like, oh, my baby girl, and he was all over letting her have her way with whatever,
Yeah,
Most fathers do that. Your daddy's little girl,
True
you
that.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
You know You know, you were probably the same way, weren't you?
I'm still a daddy's girl. I don't.
So
We don't have to go into that.
So you know firsthand that I speak the truth here. Great. Love it. As long as you know that I'm right. That's all that matters. Alright. So any other questions?
Let's see. We've already been over Floof. We've been over Bar, Gideon, and... So... Like... Whenever you say Riviera's army, she's raising an army, right? What kind of army?
Why don't we wait till the one shot and I'll tell you. That's something I'm not gonna tell you. That will be reserved for a one shot if it comes up. But I mean,
is there a chance for Nikon to come back?
There is, yes. Nikon is still alive, even in year 5.
Okay.
He's been in servitude probably this entire time, but whatever happens to him, like that might become the goal of the one shot is save Nikon. We'll see how that goes.
What about the Tiamat cultists? Are they starting to build up again?
Not that you know of. I mean, it's all the way in Timor where you met these guys, so if they were coming over here to do what they did before, they're not going to do it the same way they did before, because new management, if they got it. Unless Belsaria actually revives, but we'll see.
That little bitch needs to stay dead.
That bitch needs to stay dead. Got it. It's nice to know we had some memorable villains. That's good. But what do you got for me?
I gave her a little present.
So, would we bring Visitor down to the one place that was supposed to have the giant strain? Was it really his place that we?
Well, yeah, he didn't know what it was, and he threw it off to the side. Gave it to somebody else or something.
Okay.
But yeah, it's somewhere in the Underdark. But there are different ways to get to the Underdark, and we did not explore them all because we got wrapped up in other events that happened before we can go back to that storyline that you were trying to thread together. But there is a good lord, what was the name of it? I'll look it up real quick. Darkanaga, I believe is the name of it. Where you could have gone up towards, you go up towards the Vale, right? And right before you get into the Vale, there's supposed to be a cave that leads into a popular city that leads down into the Underdark, called Darkanaga. But, yeah, it never came up because it never went up there to do anything like that. But that could have been...
It's starting to get really, really bad now.
Tell it to go away. Tell the storm to... No, if you have to run...
Sorry, guys, I can't stay.
Alrighty. Well, we got a good half hour out of the stream with you, so thanks for playing.
Yeah, well,
I mean, if you're
I'll
good,
be down to. I mean, if the storm goes away anytime soon, I'll probably jump back in. But
all right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, all right. Then you have a good night. And Brad, if you can come up with some more questions before we get into the next segment.
Later.
Take care.
Okay.
What other questions can we come up with that we missed in the past?
So, would it have been a possibility for Yelvin's family to come try to find him and bring him back?
Yelvin's a grown-ass man. He can go wherever the hell he wants. Why would they come and get you?
For the crimes he committed?
Well,
Deserting?
They're in Citadel. You're in Tynac. They're not going to cross over into a land where they're not welcome to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much you're a refugee in Tynac. But whether or not Yelvin would have retaliate to change the teachings of Ironforge would only stretch as far as Tynac at this point, because there was no way to go back into your home realm, especially with the chaos we're creating on Monday. So we might want to let Monday settle and see where that leads us in the future.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else?
So do you think this end went well for you, Star?
Did the end go well for you?
Yeah.
I
Good
guess.
ending for you.
Oh, no, that's me questioning you. Do you think the ending was good?
Yes, I think it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I had time to talk to Lexi about some of this stuff earlier today. And
Yeah.
I just kind of hint-guessed on things that I would see Shishay relating. And then I found myself in a deep conversation mentally with Leon and Pyra going, I don't really want to ask Chapel to marry us. But it'll be fine, it'll be free. And then he collapsed like, okay, it's free. Then, alright, fine. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
So you were like a convenience offer in order for them to get married.
Yes.
But all the same.
But yeah.
I mean, you keep dragging this out, but I don't think there's anything else we need to know, right?
The only last thing is just Yelwood would want to try to make as many Japanese type stores as possible, and
Well, that's not your forte. Like,
yeah,
there were Oriental, we'll say, like stores popping up only because of Shishay's family, who runs pretty much the mercantile of that group, and they're able to maintain their supply route with their homelands in certain ways. So I don't think it would have been something Yelvin would be able to do, because unless he became a merchant with the family itself, I don't think it would play into you helping out in that endeavor. Like, you know, it's not something I honestly want popular in Tynac, because it needs its own aesthetics, and it's still like medieval setting, mostly, you know, like Gothic medieval, I guess. What am I thinking? Like, it's not super Oriental all around, but there are locations like that. Might be something you could have done as well in the game, is go visit Shishay something. That's why I keep putting her out there. Like, she's a character you can explore. However, you wanted to explore something else that was her homeland and not her actual homeland. Either way, you made it to her homeland.
Okay.
Alright, well, with all that said and done, unless chat has anything to add, like if there's a... Like, I know not a lot of you kept up with it, but if there was like something in the past that comes to mind, or something recent that you were curious about in the game, or if you're just curious about the way I DM, or D&D in general, you know, feel free to ask. And if no further questions, I think I will turn this screen. I really hate to play it with 4. I don't even know if I should do this, but let's see. Where did I put it? Did I put it on this? I think I...
You did, I believe, if I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw where.
No,
I'm looking.
I believe it's middle left.
Let's see here. Where's this? This ain't it. I remember this map. This is where Ryder turned into a grade 8. Speaking of Ryder, I think one of the most interesting scenes we had in this campaign by itself was the blowing of the mines. Some reason it's not shown on this map. Did I put it in? I might have put it in Sunday's campaign or Monday's campaign. That's probably what I did. Let me open up Monday. Go here. Well, that's the actual campaign. Back up. think I put it in Mondays, thinking that I could get everybody over there to help work on it. So let me double check. I think that's what it is. By the way, Stony, if you are still there, if you want to join us in chat, you can. Voice chat. And if you want to help out, I can give you one of these characters or two. Let's see what we got here. I believe it's here.
Yep.
Where? Ah, good old fight music was playing on this side. Where'd it go? Ah, here it is, yeah. Okay, that's it. I was looking at it the whole time. Alright, we'll leave Tynac. Alright, so basically what I need to do is test for time. How long it's going to take to actually do all these battles. And I did get tokens for most of these, so let me see if I can adjust it. But yeah, if there's anybody out there that knows how to play Roll20 and would like to help, let me know. You can jump in here with us and run one of these characters.
Hello?
Hey, Stony.
Hello?
Hey.
If you want to log in to Monday, you can help us out here if you want. Let's see here.
What was that?
If you want to log into the campaign that you're in, I put it on that one on purpose, I think, because I was hoping for more help from everybody. That allowed everybody to participate. That's why I did that. Because I knew everybody had access to this campaign. Alright, so this is this guy.
Yeah, basically we're testing out the advantage fights
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you want to help.
Yeah, please, if you do. And I'm going to take a little time here to set this up. So, well, I don't... Alright. So, going to be... They got their own names and everything, so we're going to go with their names and all that. But basically, we're just going to run the combat scenarios. And let's see here. Let's see what... This guy here hasn't sent me anything yet. So I will give him a temporary icon. Here, let's use an icon that didn't get any love last time it showed up. No worry.
Click the darkness? Or...
Yep. Same campaign you're in.
Okay.
And then I'm just setting up tokens here if anybody's... And I'll give you guys control here in a minute. Just give me a minute. Let's see here. This is someone's name who starts with an M. Matthias. How you been doing, Stony?
Okay. Bit sore.
Yeah, hear that. Dare I
Same
ask why?
I was just cutting up wood for my parents and stacking it.
Oh, yeah, that's some hard work right there.
Yep.
I remember, and this is just me doing a story off the top of my head, but I remember when I was little, my dad used to have a truck, and he'd get big old slabs of wood from the lumberyard, and then we'd have to, like, spend half of the fall, like, sawing all that stuff down so we'd have wood for the winter. Worst job ever. Hated it. Hated that. Hated that. Ugh. Alright, so I will tell you the various things that you can be here as I get everybody's token made. Yeah. This is a little bit of a process because I could have done this after I already made their tokens on the other sheet, but that's fine. We're good. We got time to go. Alright, so this one here is Dell. So Dell. Here you go. Yeah, these are the names they picked for themselves, so hopefully they won't mind us playing their characters per se, but this is to test out their build to see if it'll work for what we're doing. To see how, see if I need to add to it or see if I need to take away. So the choices are, we have a Life Cleric Domain, Dragonborn, Dragonborn Cleric. We have a Swashbuckling Rogue Tabaxi. We've got, what is this person? We got Way at the Open Hand Monk, Variant Human. And then we got a Furball Druid, Circle of the Moon.
I could try out the monk.
With the monk.
I could do the cleric.
Alright, let me take these off here. So the monk will go to Stony. Try to remember what I gotta do here. So we're ahead of here. We're gonna give it to Stony.
So if it's only us two, I could take the swashbuckler as well. If you wanted us to try.
Yeah. Do you want to run the druid then, Stony? This dude, the druid and the monk. You think you can handle that, or do you just want to deal with one?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be that good at it. I can
well,
try it.
I can.
I have many experience trying to do different characters. Like I can pull off 3, I guess.
No. You know what? I'll take one just because it's fine. I'll do whatever you guys don't want to do. So who do I get? The druid? I'll do the druid. That's fine. You wanted the cleric, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to remember what your character name was here. Okay. Should be seeing it in your journal now. Yep. And you wanted the swashbuckler as well. That's fine. The more I don't have to do, the better. That way I can kind of focus on the battle. But I'll take care of one because I have to play NPC. Yeah, I have to play NPCs too, just in case. So I'll control the furball. So let's just kind of set the scene here. Basically, these guys were sitting in camp, and they vanished. They were sleeping when they disappeared. They were unsure what happened, and now they all woke up in this place where there's like an invisible wall down here, just because I don't want you going south. But they appeared down here in this area, and I don't know. Move your tokens around to see if you got control. Make sure I did everything right. I'll replay
Yeah, 1
this.
second. I'm trying to just put up screen.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'll be running this guy on the far left. The two in the middle are Brett's, and then the one on the far right, you. There's Sony. And I need to get rid of this extra token here. So they're woken up by the sound of as familiar undead to us are seen. Now I think about it. They won't be seen because I was gonna. Let me do another adjustment. See if I can do this real quick. It's dynamic lighting. Alright, did that do anything?
Yeah, that made it dark.
Made it to where none
Yeah,
of
I
you
can't see him.
No problem. I'm gonna fix that real quick. So, I don't think. Trying to think. Well, I think I'm just gonna give everybody by default like a certain amount of dark vision anyway. But this place is supposed to be like a fog type situation. Okay, I need to do it to totally not the character sheet. Remembering things. So we'll do 30, 60, 360. All players see light. Let's see if that fixes it. That was for furball. Alright, so no, just do the experiment correctly, Star. So 30. Oh, backspace. 30. does not want to let me tab. Oh, excuse me. 60. 360, just to be safe. Not 360.02. Alright. Does that do anything for your Dragonborn?
Yep. Dragonborn's
Okay.
also able to see.
Yeah, the default map will be more dynamic lit because I have like things that will block your path. But this should give you like just a limited vision range, but you'll be able to see behind objects because I didn't have time to set this up, and I can't import maps the same way. So
Yeah,
almost.
the cat is unable. Wait, there's the cat.
Yeah, I gotta do it individually. Give me a second, friend. Like,
Yeah.
over here, Stoney's like, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. And I'm just now getting to him, so give me a minute. Alright, so this here should fix it.
Oh.
There you go, how about that?
Oh, wow.
Alright, so now let me
Nice.
control L and see. Well, I don't see anything. Okay, there we go. Wait, is the Dragonborn broken then, or what?
Dragonborn's.
Oh, hold on, here, that's what we need to do. There you go.
So I'm also able to see the furbolgs.
That's
For some
fine.
reason.
Yeah, so everybody could see everybody's life. That's fine. Alright,
Okay.
so yeah, you guys wake up here, and I guess the best way to do this would be just to... So, upon hearing the noise, they're going to start noticing... So we're at 7:49 now that we're set up. Go ahead and roll initiative for those characters if you don't mind. Make sure you click the token and hit the right initiative.
Oh, they both have 51. God. Oh, no. I think I have the right initiative for both.
Dum, bum, 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 bum. Alright, so, yeah, here we go. Let me sort by descending. Wait, I probably need to put the furball on there too, don't I? -1. Okay, that works. Alright. Send that. There we go. That's our order. Let's see, I believe Delmareve is the Dragonborn? So let me take a look at what you can see so that... So you hear sounds groaning from way up north, up in this direction. And the Dragonborn looks to be the first one to act. Or wait, never mind. Is that the cat actually? Am I looking at the wrong one there, Brett?
No, that's
Whoever Delmirev is, what would you do?
Yeah. Delmar will move forward. And
Yeah, you
And
take
12
notice.
more.
You see. So moving forward, you notice two of the zombies and one of the white. You can still hear some extra groaning still coming in, similar directions further north. So you move forward, you see all that. What can you do now?
okay. Gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
This is the reason why I think this campaign's going to be short, just because of that spell alone. So that gives you, what's the radius? 15 feet? Okay, you already did.
15 feet. And then move up to
15.
here.
So you
And
move
I
into their
can-
space and they'll make that save on their turn. And then you notice three
Yep.
more in the background just wobbling around. And that completes your turn for now? Bonus action or anything?
Just checking the spells. Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Yeah, where would you like that? Just gonna use this hammer for now.
Go for your right here. Right.
Right. Will that work?
Yep.
Alright. So your spiritual weapon appears right beside the zombie up there in the northeast side. And you are in a position to bust all these zombies in the white that is currently in front of you. Congratulations. Anything else for you? Oh wait, you need to make an attack roll against that Zombo. Which is an 18 hits, and it does 7 points of damage. So you bludgeoning this zombie that's just hanging out up there. And it turns its awkward gaze towards the hammer that just slapped the side of it. Alright, does that finish your turn?
Yes.
Alright, let me see what this guy wants to do. So as you... Yeah, I think he'll fall back in this place, so he doesn't have to. But he'll have to take the... Yeah, he'll have to save against it right now, right? And that is a wisdom save?
Yep. That is a wisdom save and 19 damage.
Wisdom save. Let's get to it, shall we? Wisdom save is a 13. He will take the full 19 points of damage that you have issued him. He then pulls out a longbow and aims it towards the unsuspecting Dragonborn, and he will make his attacks. So, 2 longbow attacks. Holy snot. And 1 arrow pierces the Dragonborn for 10 points of damage, but the other one goes wide and lands somewhere behind him. So that's 10 points of damage against our Dragonborn friend. Then it is the Tabaxi's turn.
Baxi will go ahead and use feline agility.
Alright.
And, well, actually, I still need to use feline agility. And go up there and stab with the rapier.
That will hit. It is a zombie.
For 18 damage.
18. Yeah, it is still standing, but it is looking really weak, and its joints looks like very bad arthritis at this point.
And then offhand dagger stab.
Alright, well,
section.
It's a hit.
Oh, and no sneak attack, only 6.
Yeah, so only 6, so 2 plus. So I need to roll 10 or higher. I like zombies, just because of this. Oh, wow, that zombie stays down. As the second attack slaps into it and causes its flesh to cave in on itself, it is dead.
And then with the remaining speed of 25 feet, he will go over here.
Perfect. Anything else? That's it, right?
Nope, that's it.
That zombie next to you will go ahead and attack you with a slam attack. Misses. These zombies will make a saving throw against your... Yeah, what was that? Damage was 19, was it? And it will come up to your Dragonborn, and it will try to do a slam attack on him. Even though next turn he probably won't survive. Wow. That Dragonborn keeps getting crit. You'd think you even need to be a great player at this rate.
Yeah, by God.
8 points of damage. But this guy took 19, so just paying him back. And then, what we got here?
Let's see. Concentration does he have for... No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he has to make a concentration check on it.
And he fails, so
and he
loses
loses
that.
it. Yeah. That's too far for this one. I think this... Actually, yeah, now that that's gone, We're just going to close in on him. So 13 misses. I think to be fair though, this one here will go over this direction, so against its backseat. 22 hits. 7 points of damage. (22) on the Dragonborn. For 2 points of bludgeoning damage, just giving him some slapsticks. I think that's all of the immediate players in this area. Alright, now we come to the Druid. Alright, what do I want to do here? Are you hurt up there? He calls out to the Dragonborn.
Yes, the Dragonborn says, I'm bleeding pretty bad.
Bleeding pretty bad, so I have choices to cast a Cure Wounds on you if I get close to you, so can I get to you? Alright, I can get to you, I'll cast Cure Wounds on you, we'll do it at, let me see what his spell slots he's got. Bear with me, folks. Spell. Cure Wounds is a level 1. You can cast it up to level 3. How bad are you?
Half health, so...
I'll go ahead and do that too then. So he casts that 2. We're going to play this the opposite way, so as soon as we hit 3, we're going to be done with him. So you get 9 points of health back. As a bonus action. He's debating on whether or not he should shift or not. That's something I probably need to talk to. I'm glad we're role-playing this out, because right now I'm like, oh, the Druid might need to know what shapes they could turn into. Well, I mean, I'll pretty much let whatever they can come up with, I think. But
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's too high. That's too high. Within their level range, they got a challenge rating they have to follow.
Yeah.
It's better than other druids, but still, it doesn't go that high, that fast. But he will... I think he needs to stay at Furball, just in case he needs to cast another spell on me. So let me see if he has anything with... Well, he casts the spell, so if he has... He druid crafts a flower and prays that you don't need it for a grave. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm probably going to play the druid a little passive, but yeah. So now, it is the open-handed monk fist, if you want to go ahead and take your turn there, Stoney.
Go up to here and attack this.
Yeah, go ahead and make that swing. So you waltz on up there and boom! 16's a hit.
Okay. And then I click
The
the
quarter
two-handed,
step.
right?
Yep. You just click underneath there where the words are. There you go. 5 points.
Right.
You get 2 attacks a turn, or what? Do you have multi-attack
sure,
in the sheet? Let me double look. Should have multi-attack at this
extra
level, right?
attack.
Yeah.
I have extra attack.
With your extra tap.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do the extra.
At the beginning of 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action. Yeah, you can do that without needing to spend anything. That's part of your attack action.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll again. That will hit as well. Go ahead and do damage. 5. I know they're going to play it more aggressively, but this is definitely going to help me figure out what I need to tell them tomorrow night. So you do 5 more points of damage. And they're going to get magical weapons tomorrow, so either way, we'll figure it out. Alright, so yeah, you beat up on this zombie. It is still standing. You have a bonus action. I think you might be able to flurry of blows.
Yeah.
But you have to use a key point to use it, I believe. I'm a little new to monks too, but I've seen them in action.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a learning curve, I guess you could say. So yeah, if you expend a key point, which you see the key point there where it says 6 and 6, you can take one of them down to 5, and then you can just roll twice again. Unarmed strikes, I believe, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you'll do the monk unarmed for these two.
Okay.
So go ahead and swing twice with your flurry of blows. Believe it or not, that still hits. Actually, you're also flanking with an ally, so you get that critical as well.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage on the first one, which is 9, and then roll damage for that second one with the critical. For 11. So let's go -9 on that one first. Alright, roll 20. You're starting to lag. I don't need that. Alright, so, and then you did 11. So I'm gonna do this. And then I'll add 8 to whatever this is. So it needs to roll a 16 in order to come back from this. Oof! And that one stays down as well.
Nice.
Actually, critical hit would keep it from getting up anyway. Now I think about it. Alright, so yeah, you critically hit that one and it just breaks down into body parts in front of you.
Nice.
At the top of the round, a thin layer of fog comes over the players as their mind starts to get encrypted upon. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. This is like a what is it? Layer action. So wisdom saving throws from everybody. Let's see what we get here. Wow, rolling. So this is the experimental part. DC was 10, and since Roland failed, I would have him roll a D10, right? So he'll go 1d10.
Okay.
And this is just for me to make sure that my logic here. So he rolled a 9, so I look at his table, and he doesn't have anything written on this sheet, but he probably does on the other one that has something to do with his group. So he might forget the name of one of his party members. So he might be like, who's this guy? We'll say he forgets the cleric in front of him that he just healed. And you guys can like see him bend over and trying to think real hard. And he says to the Dragonborn, who are you? But top of the round is his turn. Delmarin. Delmire?
Okay.
Delmarin. I think it's Delmarin. I'll ask him how it's pronounced tomorrow.
Okay. Delverin said, I'm your trusted companion, I believe.
Hopefully he'll be more stoic about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I probably won't roleplay those memories too hard because none of these guys have them on the sheet. They do in the other campaign, but I'm just going to roll them just to see how it plays out, see if it feels natural. But go ahead and take your turn. So you move?
Yep. Yep, I moved. So I got attack of opportunity, but
Yeah, roll.
I'm going to
He misses.
do good old channel divinity. Every undead with it must
What are you doing? Turning?
do a wisdom save. Yeah, I'm turning.
What's the range of that?
30.
Alright, so all of them basically, right? Is there a challenge rating to that as well? Right.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I gotta check.
Challenge rating. Let me bring up good old D&D Beyond.
Let's finish with challenge
challenge rating.
DC is equal to your
We're level
spell DC.
6, right?
6 level, you can use your channel divinity twice. Yeah, we're level 6.
CR 1/2.
So just the zombies. Alright, and it is a what?
It's a wisdom save, and
Oh.
they will fleeing, I believe.
Alright. First one on the left in front of the furball is can save.
So,
On his turn or as a reaction?
on this, right now they roll the save. If they succeed the save, they start running. If they fail, they die.
They die?
I believe. Yeah.
Turn
At
undead.
level 5,
and
destroy undead. At 5th level, you're undead.
Oh, well then, okay. Yeah, that could actually clear out some encounters pretty quick. Wow. Just die, huh?
Yeah, that's 5th level cleric for you. So if it's a lot,
Wow.
CR 1.5.
Yeah, what's Jeebus Christ. I'm gonna regret having a freaking cleric in here, ain't I? What's the DC again?
DC is 15.
Every one of these zombies just explode into dust.
Awesome.
And there is this here creature still staring like, "Arr!" Shakes his fist at you. But, is that in your
And then
turn?
bonus action, the spiritual weapon on him.
No, don't hit me with that. That hits.
Yep.
Yep, that does damage. He gets a concussion from your spiritual weapon. And does that finish your turn?
Yes.
Alright, let's see, where... He just gonna come up in your grill, draws a longsword. Alright, zombies, you're out of commission. I need the other guy. He will swing twice at you, one with the longsword. Let me double check to see how this other thing works. Alright, so he'll swing his longsword in both hands because he doesn't have a shield. 14 misses, right?
14
And then
misses.
And then as he, like, brings the sword around again, you see, like, necrotic energy kind of gathering around the weapon. And... rolls a 15. What's the AC?
15 misses as well.
I need you to make a DC con save. 13's the constitution save you're trying to get. You can see it right there. And I'll go ahead and roll damage on
But
that.
isn't it a... if it hits...
It hit.
It
You have to make a
missed.
DC. You said
It missed.
15, right? What's your AC?
That was a spell save.
No, this was an attack.
My armor
This
class.
is... Okay, then if it's armor class, which is 16, which is what you should have told me, then yeah, I missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, last time you asked me.
I heard 15, that's what I heard from you. So it might have cut out. Proof is on the stream later on if you want to hear me out. But either way, alright, so he tries to swing at you and he fails. Fails completely. Does no damage. Completely useless. And then it is the Tabaxi's turn. Which is you again, Brett.
Then a good old cat will go over here. And how much movement does he have? 30. And feline agility is only once for
You have to stand
once
still for a
every
turn.
other turn, right?
You have to stand still for one turn
Yeah,
in order
just-
for it to recharge. You have to stand still for one turn for it to be used again.
Okay. Well, then I'll just do a regular old attack.
That hits? Wait, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it does. 2 damage.
For 20.
Or
And
20, yeah.
then
You don't have to do anything else, I don't think. Let me double check something here. Like, they're gonna have +1 weapons, so the resistances won't be a problem. So I'm gonna play it like if these were magical weapons, even though they're not plus. He will fade away into dust as you manage to kill him. So first encounter took about 20 minutes. Not even. And you guys are now free to roam again. That cleric cleaned out a lot of the hard work.
Oh yeah.
So, let's see here. I'll move the druid around whenever you guys figure out where you want to go. So, yeah, the immediate threats are gone. Matter of fact, I need you all to make another... Let's make it an intelligence save this time. So everybody, like, I'm going to roll...
much harder.
Yeah, it's going to be random checks.
Wait, that's intelligence one sec. Sorry. Intelligence save. There we go.
Probably the same.
And intelligence save.
Ooh.
Once again, he's even trained in intelligence. What the heck? Our furball friend will lose another memory, so we roll that d10 again. Actually, I'd probably say d9 at this point to see if he would lose.
The verbal friend is actually the friend that's from the other camp.
Oh god, yeah, that's probably it. Huh? We found out who it was. And now he forgets about his other comrade. So he's unsure whose side he's on at this point. So you see like this seeping cloud of fog just kind of like creep over the Furbolg, and it's like hands kind of like grip in front of his eyes, and it just rakes through his brain. It comes through like something just went in there and stole something, which would be one of his memories of his closest comrades. But at this point, we are out of initiative, so I'll clear it. And you are free to explore the map.
Hey everyone. I think we should go that way. No, I think we should go that way.
Alright. Listen guys, I have no idea who you are, except for that cat over there. We both have fur, so I kind of know who that is.
Hey, we're all buds, yeah?
I can't for the life of me remember those other two. So I imagine there might be some roleplay moment there where they're like, how can you forget me? I mean, we were doing stuff. But, yeah, you guys are free to lead the way, and you just like, well, you're not trying to hurt me, so I'll follow your lead. Where we go?
Okay, let's go north, and then the weapon would fade away by...
Yeah, so that's gone.
I think the road would take lead with a little stealth roll as well.
Yeah, roll stealth for me. I mean, maybe everybody would want to sneak through. But if the rogue is going to go ahead and scout, then yeah, 29. You can move around with the rogue for a little bit and try to get a feel for the area.
Yeah, and then of course the drag really low, so he's going to get the one first level slot.
Well, so we roll for stealth.
I mean, for now they could just send a tabaxi up to investigate.
Oh, okay.
Not mainly, like, I expect this to take like maybe 5-10 minutes, but I'll see if it takes longer when I get these guys going next week. But either way, like, so yeah, it might depend on how you do the next line of combat or what direction you actually go in. So, yeah, where do you want the Tabaxi to go ahead, or do you want everybody to go together? The Furball just says, I'll follow whatever. You guys want to let him go ahead and
Actually,
check
go
things
ahead.
out, or... Yeah, so the Tabaxi's going to go ahead.
Tabaxi will be
So you're able
this
to...
ahead while the cleric will heal himself first level slot.
hold on a second. There is something I need to drop. That
Good, he actually has cure wounds.
So, as you kind of like approach this circular ruined area that you can barely see, make a perception check with that character.
So this is his character sheet.
Yeah, the character sheets are made. It's just
like
that's what they have at their
Okay.
disposal at the moment.
I'm wondering if I should just add in the cleric effects of when healing spells to automatically put in the extra heal for him.
I don't
Because
think
he's
that
supposed to be
happens
able to
until
heal
7.
more.
I don't think that's still 7, isn't it?
No, that's 6.
Is it 6?
Level 6.
Well, Character Mancer should put
Yeah,
it.
level 6. You heal.
Well, he'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. It's not going to do you any good to fix this
Okay.
sheet because this sheet stays on this campaign. Their sheets are on the other campaign. I'm not
Okay.
gonna drag that over. I'll mention it to him though, just in case he forgot to put it in. He might have put it in by hand because he didn't know how to work Character Mancer. So I'll let him know. Alright, OBS, prove to me that I don't have to restart you. Please, please prove to me we can go back live without me having to restart you. Okay, looks like I can. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, we're back. Sorry about that, OBS. I am frustrated so much. Like, I don't know if it's OBS or the internet that I need to blame, but either way, I'm never satisfied, apparently. So yeah, you come up here as Bay, and you see this long monument that has, like, text written over it. And as you approach, let's see what this thing says. Like, I was debating on whether or not it should be written in a certain language or whatnot. But I think if I did that, I should make sure that everybody is capable of reading it. Or at least one person in the party should be able to read it. Oh, I put these... let me open up the other campaign real quick. Because I wrote... This stuff's actually, like... Technically, I was debating on not even revealing this part yet, though. Let me just come over here real quick and see what I wrote down. Alright, come on. Those are the folks that'll be joining us for the one shot. We'll wait for the second roll 20 to come up so I can review what I have in my archive. So yeah, like if they get to roll in extra characters to help them, they'll be able to roll in characters from our old campaign like Lindsay Starfarer or Visser, which I think will be fun. But yeah, on this scribbling of a wall, you see what says, I can crawl, I can fly, I have hands, but no legs or wings either. What am I?
As I say, hey everyone, come over here. There's some type of riddle, I believe.
At which point he kind of waves everybody up here. So everybody gathers around.
And you should probably type out the
Yeah,
thing,
hold on, I'll
just
copy
in case.
I'll copy paste it. I'll copy pasta it for you. So basically, what you see for now, it's in common. I don't know if I'll change it up, but I have like a week to figure out what I want to do with it. I could crawl, I could fly. I have hands, but no legs or wings either. What am I? Any input from anybody? Yes, as you say the words out loud, you see a golden medallion that has like what looks like a pocket watch appear in mid-air, and it lands in your hands. So Matthias figured it out. You got it, Stoney. You are tied. Like, I'm also assuming like they might do checks of some sort, like intelligence checks, to find out if they don't have the right clues. But some of these might be super easy. At which point, I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Make one?
Yep, everybody make a dex save. This
Okay.
fog is coming around again. Now it's wrapping around everybody. But you managed to wiggle out of the fog.
Oh.
That one didn't work. Hey, how about that? Oh wait, the Furbog's in bad shape because the DC goes up on him. So we would roll 1d10 on those two again. Oh no, his last memory is now gone to the other party member. So, I mean, just for the sake of us, like, sketching this out.
Okay,
like,
so he has no party.
so he doesn't know any of these guys anymore, so he loses his memory of the tabaxi, but you have to roll a 1d10 for that 9 you rolled.
Actually, it's just the 8. The 9 was double quick.
You made some?
But
Did you
the
make
other
some?
character.
Alright, thank you. Sorry about that.
So 8. It's 8 a fail.
8 is a fail. So you would roll a
Okay.
d10 to see what memory he lost. So that'd be like one of the teammates. Something to do with the team, so yeah. We're losing short-term memory at this point. But yeah, you have the medallion, and then you hear like some loud thudding coming from this direction.
Well, time to go.
So who was 9?
Don't worry about it. They
The memory
have
of
some,
9.
they
last
have
time.
something. They just pick somebody at random. You forget the furball.
Okay. Okay, forgot Fogo.
Yeah, we'll start with.
Who were you anyway?
I don't know. Who are you? What are we doing here? What is this shit? You know, definitely room for shenanigans. But yeah, the new way that this thing kind of leaped out from the shadows, and then it struck from behind like a sneak attack. It took the memories away, like a thief in the night. So the layer effect's going to have like different ways to attack the memories, whether it be mentally or physically. So it's not always the same.
Start.
save.
For the saves. So for the saves with advantage, you'd need to wait at least 1 minute after announcing that we're having a save, so that they could have advantage.
Oh no, I'm going to do it differently for the thing. Yes, because they should be fully aware that you have a saving throw. What do you want to do? I want to use my advantage token and then roll. Like, you shouldn't roll until you say whether or not you're going to use the advantage. Like, I'll say they have to make a saving throw, but they're going to have to be the ones to remember to use the advantage tokens or whatever they're given. But yeah, that's good. Alright, so...
Okay.
But you solved the riddle, but you hear a loud noise coming from this direction. So what are you guys going to do? Confront? Run?
Could tell the rogue go check it out.
Yeah,
Tell you what.
the rogue will go check it out.
Move your 1 turn distance for whoever you're playing.
Okay, feline agility. Be. Wait, how much would that be? 20,
20.
30.
See, well, okay, so easily the feline can see what the hell's happening. This large ogre zombie is coming in your direction. It looks like he's been patrolling, and he's been going west, but now he's coming east, and at this point, I guess I need everybody to roll initiative, because you went that way. So, click your character, and roll the initiative, and I will see why music stopped playing on my end.
Is Turner up? There's the Turner.
Yeah, I turned it up.
Initiative. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Forgot.
No. God damn it.
Oh, you turned out that you didn't want to stay here.
What?
Nothing. Maze logged out and logged back in, it looked like.
Oh,
By accident.
He clicked the wrong initiative. Click! I don't want no more to do with this. Alright, so everybody's on the board now, right? Let's get into it. Wow, that ogre zombie's got a high initiative. I don't know if you can beat him. He rolled a 0. 0.6. Alright, so the Tabaxi...
0.6.
0.6, not just 6. But Tabaxi runs first, so he's like up front. Forgot the... Is he the one that missed the memory on the verbal, or is it the other guy?
It was the blue dragonborn.
Alright, so the cleric... Alright.
Okay, so Tabaxi will go ahead and stabbeth. Sneak attack.
Yeah, that hits.
18. Then bonus action stab the.
Take a big chunk out of its thigh.
And then run away.
As a swashbuckling rogue, you're able to swindle your way out without provoking attacks of opportunity. Just like Rags. And then we come to the monk. So, hey, you get a turn, Stony.
yeah.
And I assume Tabaxi informs everybody, there's a giant ogre zombie coming our way.
There's a giant fluffy thing.
No. So how
Not
much?
friendly.
I moved by full 45.
Where were you? Right here?
Oh, I was, yeah. Oh, I thought I could only, 40, then up 1 would be 5.
And then you could use a key point to do dash step of the wind to the ogre.
How would I run away then?
Do you have any projectile weapons?
Yes, I do.
Alright, what do you
Sure.
want to do?
Throw, would I be able to make it? I don't know what their distance is. I never used to.
Hold on, what do you got? Let me see what you got real quick.
Basically,
Shurikens,
like a
yeah, you
dagger.
could probably do that. Here, let me post one, see what if it has any distance written on it. I don't think it does. I mean, it's like
If it
it's
By
30 to 60, right?
dagger rolled at 20 to 60.
Yeah,
So then
it's-
it'd be at disadvantage if it's beyond 20. So it's just out, so it'd be disadvantage and hit.
I'll try it.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, these things aren't that hard to hit. You know what? That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, not that hard. So you fly a shuriken towards it and it stabs into it, and you do some damage.
Hmm.
Though the shuriken...
Nice.
Hold on, let me double check.
I have 9 more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does all damage. Okay, I was making sure, like, if it had the physical damage resist because it wasn't magical. But apparently these guys are hurt by everything. It's only immune to one thing, and I don't think anybody's going to use it. Yep. So yeah, anything else for your turn? I think you can only throw. You can only throw.
Yeah, I can only throw one.
Oh wait, you're level 5. You can throw another one.
Yeah, you get because I'm over here
Okay.
debating with the attack action. So yeah, I imagine you get 2 attacks.
Okay then.
Let's go ahead and throw another. And
Yeah.
you just hit it. You hit it. Like even the 8 still hits, unless that's a 1. Unless that wound up being a 1.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Wow.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, so if it's a nat 1, that's a total miss, though. Like, literally, you have to hit a 1 in order to miss it. So